Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the session. Today, we will deal with the human migration, definitions, causes, and classification of migration. In this session, we will cover the following major points, namely introduction to migration, meaning and definitions of migration, concepts related to the migration, measuring the migration, causes of migration, classification of migration, and the consequences of human migration. Firstly, we will look into the introduction of migration. The human migration is the movement of people from one place in the world to another place for the purpose of taking up permanent or semi-permanent residence or settlement, usually across a political boundary. I repeat, human migration is the movement of people or the mobility of the people from one place in the world to another place for the purpose of taking up a permanent or semi-permanent residence or settlement, usually across a political boundary. That might be the planet Earth to another planet, that might be India to abroad, and that might be Telangana to other states. But here we are talking about migration of human beings. Migration of human beings. Okay, right. For example, semi-permanent residence would be the seasonal movement of migrant farm laborers. We all know that seasonally, the laborers used to go from their native place to another places where the agricultural products are more. Due to the lack of labor, the people participate in that harvesting, and after the completion of seasonal work, they return back to their native homes. Okay. Here, the people can either choose to move, that is voluntary migration, or be forced to move, that is involuntary migration. With intention, if they move, that is voluntary migration. If the force is inculcating to move them, that is called involuntary or forced migrations. Migrations have occurred throughout human history. That means from past, the prehistoric period to the present, beginning with the movements of the first human groups from their origins in East Africa to their current location in the world. We all know that the evolution of human beings took place in Africa. Later, the human beings started to spread and moved in all the directions, and they are distributed across the continents in the present day world. Without the migration, human migration, the population distribution across the continents would not have possible. The human migration takes place a variety of scales. The migration of human beings takes at a variety of scales. That may be intercontinental. That means between two continents, or intracontinental, between two countries on a given continent, and interregional, that means within the country or between the states, that is called interregional migration. Okay, so of these, one of the most significant migration pattern has been identified, that the migration is taking place from rural to urban areas. The movement of the people from the countryside to cities in search of employment opportunities. We all know that everyone is moving across the places in search of the employment opportunity or the better life they are experiencing in the present. Then, meaning and definitions of migration. In this, we will learn few points regarding the migration, meaning of migration, as well as few definitions and the process. Migration is the third factor for changes in the population, the other being birth rate and the death rate. Migration is the third factor for changes in the population size, and the other are being one, birth rate, and two is death rate. Okay, birth rate leads to increase of population, whereas the death rate leads to decrease. As compared to the birth rate and death rate, human migration affects the size of population differently and across the regions. Human migration is not a biological event like birth rate and death rate, but it is influenced by the social, cultural, economic, and political factors. Without the any factor, the mobility of the population is not voluntary or is not personal. Human migration is carried by the decision of a person or a group of persons. Human migration is carried by the decision of a person or a group of persons. The changes taking place in the birth rate and death rate do not affect the size and structure of the population on a large scale, while migration at any time may cause large-scale changes in the size and structure of population in a given place. It may be state, may be a country, or it may be the human migration is essential to study because it is vital important. The birth rate, the death rate, and migration determine the size of the population. The population growth rate in a region, thus the structure of the population changes. Besides the above, migration plays an important role in determining the distribution of population and supply of labor in a given area or nation. If the population is less in an area, that leads to scarcity of labor. If population is more in an area, that leads to additional supply of the labor. Thus, the study of migration is also useful for formulating economic and other policies by the government, economists, sociologists, politicians, and planners, along with the demographers. So, the human migration shows the trends of social changes. Human migration shows the trends of social changes across the regions. From the historical point, during the process of industrialization and economic development, people used to migrate from farms to industries, from villages to cities, from one city to another, and from one country to another country, that is to abroad. In the present world, the advancement of technology are taking place in Asia, Africa, Latin America, because which these regions are witnessing large-scale migration from rural to urban centers because of the change in the technological state or state of technology. Economists are interested in the study of human migration because the migration impacts the supply of the skilled and semi-skilled labors, development of industries, and commerce, causing changes in the employment structure of the migrated people. Formulation of economic policies has a close relation with the process of migration because migration affects the economic and social development of a country. Right. So out of the many side effects of the population growth in India, other development countries, an important effect of industrialization and economic development in the internal migration of the population on a large scale, which has drawn the attention of the economic planners and policy formulators of a nation. Thus, migration is a demographic event whose long-term migration effects fall on the socio-economic and cultural development of any nation or a region. The human migration is the mobility of the people between two regions or two countries. It is the process of changing one's place of residence and permanently living in a region or a country. According to the Dictionary of United Nations, migration, human migration is such an event in which people move from one geographical region to another geographical region in search of the employment opportunities. When people leaving their place of residence to go to live permanently in another area, then this is called the human migration. Migration may be of permanent or temporary, with the intention of returning to the place of origin in the future. Now, we will look into the concepts related to human migration. Concept related to human migration. We have certain words, concepts. Immigrant, refugee, internally displaced person, migration stream, migration interval, and place of origin, and the place of destination. Now let us see what are these terms. Immigrant, a person who is leaving a country or a region to reside in another place or region. He is said to be the immigrant. Immigrant, I-M-M-I-G-R-A-N-T, immigrant. A person who is entering a country from another place to take up a new residence in the place, in that country where he entered, and he is called as the immigrant. The next term is refugee. A person who is residing outside the country of his or her origin due to fear of persecution, for reasons of race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group or political opinion. And such person is called as the refugee. And another term is internally displaced person, IDP we call. A person who is forced to leave his or her home region or native town because of unfavorable conditions such as political, social, environmental, and geographical, etc., but does not cross any boundaries, and he is called as internally displaced person. Coming to the another terms, the migration stream. A group of human beings, migration from a particular area, a region, country, or city to a certain destination. The migration stream means the total number of people migrating from one region to another or from one country to another for residing during the time period. That may be 1 year, 2 years, or a decade. It is, in fact, related to the movement of people from a common area of origin to a common area of a destination. For example, the migration of Indians to America during a time interval in search of employability or employment opportunities. Economists call them as the brain drain, because the people, the skilled persons of India are being migrating to the abroad, that is into America or United Kingdom or Australia, whatever it is. So the skilled brains are migrated, and in the economic sense we call it as the brain drain. We also know that the migration stream may differ based on the situations. If you take Afghanistan, the law and order problem in that area, in that nation, a group of people are forced to migrate some other places because the internal, war between the government and the terrorists called as the Taliban. And that is the forced migration, that is not voluntary migration. And whereas the migration of Indians, the techie sounds, to migrate America are voluntary migration because they are in search of the employment opportunities. And next term, the concept is the migration interval. The migration interval. Migration may occur continuously over a period of time, but to measure it correctly, the data should be divided into intervals of 1 to 5 or more years that we consider during the measurement. The division relating to a particular period is known as migration interval. If we consider 1 year, the interval of migration is 1 year. If we consider 5 years, that may be a 5 years. If we consider 10 years, the migration interval is of 5 years. Like that, we are calculating the population census once for every 10 years. Okay, so the interval here it is 10 years in the census of the collection of the population census. Similarly, if we consider the measurement of population migration between 2 years, sorry, within the 2 years, the migration interval is 2 years. Okay, right. Then another term is the place of origin and the place of destination. The place of origin, where the people live, is the place of origin, and the person is called an out migrant. On the other hand, the place of destination is the place where the person moves, and the person is called as an immigrant or immigrant. I repeat, the place which the people live is the place of origin, and the person in that area, in that region, is called as out migrant. And the place of destination, where the people settled, that is called the destination, place of destination of migration. And the person in that destination place is known as an immigrant or immigrant. Immigrant or immigrant. So these are the concepts generally we use to, dispose the migration, human migration. Okay, so with this, I will conclude the session, and then tomorrow we will go with the measuring the migration, followed by the classification and the consequences of migration.